qualified team owners, and of course give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners, and of course give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners, and of course give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners, and of course give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners, and of course give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners, and of course give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive. Tune in now. Today on 2K TV postseason, the Road to the Finals tournament we've all been waiting for is this weekend, and we have all the latest updates. We hear from two of the qualified team owners, and of course give you a chance at BC and 2K TV Interactive.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Playoff game one now, history. Time for game two of this series here on 2K Sports. We're in the first round. Shaquille O'Neal is here, so is Kenny the Jet Smith. I'm Ernie Johnson. Our game tonight featuring the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets at Time Warner Cable Arena. Taking a look at the Hornets, they came close in game one, but fell short down the stretch. Tonight, a chance to make amends and even the series. And guys, this team getting some big help in the form of Freak. He has stepped up and been a big contributor over this recent stretch of games. Shaq, what's been the change for him?
You know, he's playing under control, Ernie. He's not trying to do too much with each possession. You know, he's also being more aggressive, taking the initiative. You know, he's just going at people. The barbecue chicken theory, Ernie. Get out of my way. I'm going to eat you.
Yeah, I mean, Freak might be one.
Solid screens, setting up clean looks. We're in their house tonight. It's gonna be loud. Not strong. Push the tempo.
There's a buzz in the air here at the Time Warner Cable Arena. Round one of the East rolls on. Game two, just about ready to tip off. Playoff basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Doris Burke will be reporting from the sidelines. As you take a look at Charlotte, a tough loss for them in game one. We'll see if they can rally back in front of their hometown crowd to tie the series.
And this virtually becomes a must-win after that loss in game one. You almost never see a team drop the first two at home and go on to win a playoff series.
Yeah, they'll be reeling if this one gets away from them. Having to hit the road down zip to two. But if they right the ship here today, it'll still be anybody's series.
And a look at the starters for the Cavaliers. Daniel in at shooting guard. Kevin Love out there with Zeller. Then it's Kyrie Irving and it's Sampson in at the three slot. Now, here is Irving. About 1 minute into the first quarter. And now, here comes Wright, leading the break. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltending.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
Here's Daniels for three. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Yeah, perfect release that time. I mean, I thought it might get blocked, but no.
Yeah, he was giving up a lot of size in that particular matchup, but showed the excellent ability to get off that shot despite the disadvantage inside.
Here's Daniels after the basket by Charlotte. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Thanks, guys. I caught up with the Hornets head coach. In terms of how they'd respond after giving up home court advantage in Game 1, he replied, that was last game. That's in the past. We've just got to focus on the present. But he did admit that a loss here will make things very difficult for them. History tells us, Kevin, that's a near impossible thing to overcome.
Thank you, Doris. 5 on the clock. Love. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
There's the pick. Here's Teagues, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
And, guys, it was a terrific understanding between teammates that made that possible. They really did read each other well there.
A nice shot by Zeller. And the Hornets with possession here. They come into this game after losing on Saturday.
And they had to be sensational defensively on that night to compensate for the fact that they just couldn't find a rhythm offensively.
Well, I don't think they're really built to play those kind of grinded out low-scoring games. It just doesn't seem to be in their DNA to me.
And so here's Cleveland following the bucket by the Hornets, and it's G finishing it off.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
Here is Daniels. He has 7. And he makes no mistake on the slam. Dunk.
And once he got up in the air, he just decided, you know what, I'm going to stay here for a while. I'm going to hit you with a little float. Float on. And then finally takes it down for the finish.
You mentioned the floaters on this. Absolutely. Good reference. Good reference. Now here's Wright. Just 5 on the clock. They get the rebound, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the defense out of position on that possession, which allowed for him to get that offensive board.
Well said. Yes, he did. You're right, Greg. That's a tremendous jam on the putback.
What a great nose for the basketball he has, and such a strong finisher as well.
And so here's Charlotte following the three-point attempt by Freak. Irving dishes to Daniels. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Outside, Kid Gilchrist. Westfall. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively if you can't block.
The Cavaliers trailing. They've got Wright. And it's Kid Gilchrist in at the small forward. So that's the Hornets 5.
Boy, he really bungled that finish. Whoa. Some hang time on that rim. Put some little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. And let's quickly check out the score. Breakdown here for Charlotte.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
Kaminsky is checked in for Charlotte.
And he is the ultimate when it comes to being a floor leader on the offensive end.
Yeah, you know, he's got a little bit of Greg Anthony in him. He has been that leader today. I think he's done a really nice job of moving the ball and distributing it the way it needs to be done.
Well, Clark, I'm glad you referenced specifically why you thought he had a little Greg Anthony. I thought you were talking about my knees, my man. He looked a little hobbled out there for a moment.
Up again, and slam dunk by Kid Gilchrist. And the Hornets lead by 3.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now, here is Irving. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Clock at 4. Here's Daniels. The rebound by Inglis.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
And Irving comes to help. Charlotte moving it around. Misses the 3. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Kicks it to Daniels.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Pass to Love. 6 to shoot. From 20 feet out.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets got the job done. He finished with 15 points, and he was a free throw machine. A ton of his work done at the charity stripe. His play was a big part of why they were able to jump out.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome to the NBA playoffs on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. And folks, you can feel the fierceness, the intensity of this series setting the tone prior to Game 3. Tonight, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets playing against the Cleveland Cavaliers at Quicken Loans Arena. For the Cavaliers, they were unable to take Game 2 on the road, but the series continues. They look to get back in the win column again tonight. And after stealing one on the road, they've put themselves in the driver's seat. Shaq, how big is this home court advantage in the series right now?
It's big, Ernie. They're in a really good position if they win here tonight. This game is obviously not technically a must-win for either team, but it will certainly be a pivotal game when we look back at the series.
What kind of a game will it be?
Pivotal.
I agree with you.
P-I-B-B-O-B-O-L.
I could not have said that better myself. How about you, Jet?
Man, I love pivotal games. It's just the series is tied up. Both teams want this game badly. And, you know, I think with the home team being here and their fans behind them, the pivotal will move in there.
Taste the excitement here in the Quicken Loans Arena. Welcome, everyone, to Game 3 of the Eastern Conference quarterfinals. We're all tied at 1-1. If the first two games have been any indication, we should be in for a great series. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. We'll look at Cleveland. They managed to take one game on the road. Now the challenge to take care of business on their home court.
And, anytime you're going on the road, the first two games, realistically, you're hoping to get a split. So I'm sure they're happy with where they stand. They've stolen home court advantage. Now they need this one. They got to get greedy.
Yeah, you know what? Despite getting the split, I still have them as the underdog in this series, Greg. I mean, it's a very good team they're up against, and they're just not going to lay down for them.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Here's Teagues. Can't hit. Some solid defense there from Irving. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I caught up with the Hornets head coach. Getting home court advantage back is what makes this game absolutely critical in his opinion. He said the guys know what we have to do. We're determined to regain the advantage that we had worked so hard to get in the regular season. It was easy to see just how important this game is to him, and history tells us to all teams, Kevin.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Here is Daniels. After the basket by Charlotte. Here's the three. And another miss by Cleveland. For Charlotte, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.